Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective oracle for today, Sunday, January 19th, 2025. You may follow me on the book, The Talk, for the next 60 days, apparently. The Blue Sky Social, The Tube, and the Lemonade, and Fanbase. Or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. Leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love that for you. If some of it does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you, okay? It's all out of love here, baby. It's all out of love here. We got the Urban Crow Oracle by Ms. MJ Cullinane. I feel a little out of sorts because I can't use the sill right now because I have towels pushed up against the windowsills for the windows because tomorrow it's supposed to be really freaking cold. And I don't want my babies to get cold while I'm at the cold warehouse. Like, I can be cold, but I don't want my babies to get cold. So I had bought some towels from Amazon and had them delivered, and I taped them up and rolled them up and trying to keep out the drafts. So, fingers crossed. Yeah. I'm cleaning my bedroom, changing my sheets, doing what you do on a Sunday. Shooing the cats out of there because they were driving me nuts trying to get up on the bed, roll around on my clean sheets. Like, can you give it a day? Just a day. And then you can roll all you want. And I was watching a reading and making my bed. And so I go to sit down for a second. And when when my phone comes up, it says, 41 notifications for TikTok. And I said, why would they be sending notifications if it's no longer active? So I go and click on it and I get this stupid message. Thanks to Trump, your TikTok has been restored. So I was texting my friend Sil from work and I texted her, I said, I don't have news. And I usually get my news from the talk. So I said, what is going on? I said, it's been restored. Like, I have notifications and stuff. And she goes, oh, they said on the news that they're going to restore it for 60 days in the hopes that somebody at least buys 50% of it. Didn't Mark, and I said this to her, didn't Mark Cuban offer to buy TikTok for like billions of dollars and they said no? Like, am I crazy? Somebody offered to buy it. I know somebody offered to buy it. And I know someone else was trying to come up with the money to buy it. 60 days. There's a creator on there, the Jolly Good Ginger, I think. He said yesterday or the day before that he thought it was all a scam. And when they restored it today, he got on there and made a post and he said, I feel like they're just jerking everybody around. He said, so I'm going to move all my content to Blue Sky Social, YouTube, and he said something else. I can't remember what it was. And he's like, I'm going to get rid of my Instagram. He's like, I don't have a Facebook. He's like, and I'm going to ditch the talk. Because he's like, now it's just, he says he thinks that they did that on purpose. So that they could throw a message out there to the public, to the people, to say, you should say thank you to President Trump because he restored your TikTok. I mean, no. Sorry, I'm not going to give you kudos for restoring TikTok. A, you're still a rapist, probably a red rummer, a scammer. You don't pay people. You cheat people out of their money. You stole from charities. You stole documents. You incited a riot at the Capitol building. He should be in jail. He literally should be in prison for the rest of his natural life, which, fingers crossed, won't be that long. Strike me, strike me, strike me. He's disgusting. He is not. When I look at him, guys, I don't even see a human. I don't even see a human being. I have friends that voted for him. I have friends that believe that he's going to change America. He's going to change America, all right. He sure is. Can't wait. And the sad thing is when he ran the first time, before he became president the first time, when he ran that first time, and he said the craziest shit that anyone could ever say, and people still went out and voted for him, he knew that he could literally do anything under the fucking sun, and people would still love him and make excuses for him and deny, because he's quote unquote the man of the people. He's not the man of the people. He's just not. He is literally probably going to spend the next 4 years trying to take away any type of monetary convenience that you could receive from the government. He's probably going to take that away. He's probably going to make people pay more taxes. He's going to do everything he can to work with all the right-wing Republicans to take away women's rights, because he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care about women. Look at how he treats women. He doesn't give a fuck. Crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. And I'm sorry, but people that the thing that kills me is the people that know, like, they believe that he is in cahoots with Russia, with other governments that are Koreans, whatever, that are, not a democracy. They know that they believe that he's involved with those countries, and they are okay with him bringing in, what would you say, government entities from those countries to work for our government. They're okay with that. When I hear people say that they're okay with that type of thing going on within our government, America's government, the US of A's government, those people are treasonous to me. Those people are not American. Those people, they don't belong here. They tell me I don't belong here because I don't like Trump. But anybody that thinks it's okay for our US government to let a Russian government or a Korean government, or pretty much any fucking government they want, to step in and help run our government, to overthrow our government, to have any type of influence on our government, that is treasonous. Those people are treasonous. They are not Americans. Those people have literally forgotten where they live, where they were born, what the idea of America is supposed to be all about. And they literally don't give a shit when you say history is repeating itself. They don't care. They're like, yeah, the good side of history. Really? The good side of history? All the things that I talked about in history class when I was a kid, when I was in middle school, when I was in high school, all the horrible things about genocide, all the horrible things about World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korea, Desert Storm, all those things are okay. It's okay to believe that everything that happened in those wars is okay. It's okay to have all that happen again. Concentration camps, all that. Like, we want that. I don't understand. There are literally people out there that sicken me because they're not American. They're not. How you have literally let your racist ass rule you to the point where you think it's okay to bring back concentration camps to place Mexicans in. You think that that's okay. Knowing, very, very well knowing that children are being taken from their families and let's just be honest, probably, being sold into the sex trade. Let's just be honest. They don't care. They don't care. Absolutely fucking un-American. Absolutely. Wholeheartedly, 100% un-American. You want to unfollow me or unsubscribe, feel free. Because I do not follow the little orange man. He is not a deity to me. He is not my God. He's actually in the highest extreme form that you could possibly be a loser. He is the loser. Yeah, I don't get it. I think that boggles my mind too, is people look at him as if he's God. There's only one God. I mean, you can look at him in different forms. You can give him different names. You can say it's a she. It doesn't matter. There's one God. Donald Trump is not it. The only two people I have ever put on a pedestal in my life are my father and my father's father. And that's because both of those men worked really hard to take care of their families, worked their asses off, sacrificed to take care of their families. Meanwhile, being the best possible human that they could possibly be. My dad is one of the sweetest men. My grandfather was one of the sweetest, kindest, giving man you could ever know. And that is not at all what Donald Trump is. I would never, ever put him up on a pedestal with my grandfather and my father. That actually makes me want to vomit. Okay, now that we're done with that, because I ranted about TikTok and that for about 13 minutes. We got one on the table. Oh, here we go. Here we go. If you haven't unfollowed me and you're still watching, okay, I'm going to keep shuffling. We got two on the table. There are no coincidences, only fate. There are no chances, only destiny. These are two of the cards from yesterday's crow reading. And it's funny because I watched another reader today and she had a reading that was very similar to the one I did yesterday, except it was a group fighting and somebody wanting to go towards another person, a past person. And I was like, yeah, sounds familiar. Pretty close. And here we go. 3 cards on the table. I love my new hat, by the way. I've been wearing it since this morning. I have not taken it off. Four on the table. 5 on the table. Six on the table. Seven on the table. We had, okay, we kind of had something similar, like, I think in December. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. Because this kind of reminds me of yesterday's read. It kind of reminds me of the tarot reader's read from today. But it also kind of reminds me of a read that I did in December with this illusion card. One last shuffle. Nine with bottom of the deck. All right, I don't have room. I got to set it somewhere. All right. Wait, what does the top say? That's interesting. Someone anticipating someone's mischief. Someone anticipating someone hiding something. That goes along with this, technically. It could. All right, we're gonna set that on the box down there. Since I can't set it on the sill. Don't mistake, like, I'm in my jammies. I'm just wearing my fancy, I call it my fancy sweater. It's not fancy. Oh, I'm such a nerd. All right. We've got battle. We've got territory. We've got exposed. Ghosts. Influence. Bond. It never fails. Every time I see the Bond card, I hear in my head, James Bond. We got illusion. We got waterproof. I don't think it's God, because usually when he makes a little joke, like, he laughs, like, I can hear his laughter. That's just me, James Bond. Mimicry, bottom of the deck. Masculine, feminine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. So yesterday it was this person is going to do battle to get into this commitment with this past person, but they need to leave behind like a community, a friend group, friends, family, ex-lovers, lovers, like people, toxic people, basically. Like, when you move, sometimes your past can't come with you. And that was the reading from yesterday. So this is very similar. This is some kind of fight or war going on within a group, within a community, with the territory card, the battle and the territory cards. It's being exposed. These would be people from your past or someone's past. These are people that would have had influence over you. You might have felt bonded to them. Family, friends that felt like family. Maybe if there was an ex-lover in there or something. Or like a crush or something like that. The influence in the bond was an illusion. Okay. There, and I'm not saying that, like people can't influence you and you can't feel bonds. But what I'm saying is, if you left this community, if you're no longer part of this friend group, then how did you dodge the influence in the bonds? You let them go. You walked away. It's an illusion. Like, there's not, what is it I always say? There is no such thing about being stuck. And I know we talk about that in readings because the energy comes up like, oh, somebody feels like they're stuck. But really there's no such thing. You can, and I said this in the read earlier today, the one where I said you you can't heal someone else, like you can only heal yourself, you can't heal another person. The reading where like it was the Rare Rebel reading. I think it was. I think that's what it was, wasn't it? Because what else did I use? I did Rare Rebel. What else did I use? I used another deck. Oh, the Madoff deck. Renee Madoff. Mardoff. Renee Mardoff deck. The Love Tarot or whatever. But when I did the Rebel read, yeah, it was someone trying to heal, like they're toxic, they're trying to heal, they want to heal, they don't want to be toxic anymore. They're trying to heal like their toxic partner, but that person doesn't want to heal. So they're just wasting that energy. That person is soaking up all of their energy that they need to use for themselves to heal. And it was just like there was a water sign card in reverse, and there was a fill your own cup card. And I said that it was like someone trying to constantly like put out a fire, but there was never enough water, and then eventually the water runs out. And how do you continue to you can't put out that fire. You can't even put out that fire for yourself, never mind somebody else's house. If your house is burning or whatever's burning, something's burning, a car, I don't know, whatever. It's an illusion. Like, you pack up your shit and you go whenever you want. There's nothing holding you there. That is all mental. Let me put it this way. When I was doing that read earlier today, I was talking about somebody using some type of black magic or some type of spell work to hold that person there, to make them think like I have to heal them too. I can't leave them behind. That was a possibility, that someone was doing spell work on them to keep them. Spell work is an illusion. Spell work only works on another person if that person believes. And what I mean like by that is, let's say you have two people and they're friends, okay? This is just a crazy example. This never happened in real life. You got two people and they're friends. Now one is fake. One is a witch. One casts spell work on this friend to keep them there as a friend. The only reason why that spell work actually works and holds them there is because that friend really loves that witch. They really do think of them as a friend, as a family member. Witch or warlock, okay? I'm going to say witch, but whatever. Feminine, masculine, it doesn't matter. They really love that person. That's their friend. That's their family. They believe that. So when this witch does that spell work, it works because that person feels a connection to them, a bond to them, like they're influenced by them. But when they wake up and they use their intuition or their third eye, they wake up. They don't need to stay there. The illusion is gone. It's broken. The spell is broken. Like you can just pick up your shit and go. I wonder who did that in the past. The water card is here. Whoever this group is, friend group, community, whatever you want to call them, they didn't think they were going to be found out. Whatever's going on here, whatever they're fighting about being exposed, I don't know if they're being exposed by you. I don't know if somebody else from within is saying something, but they're being exposed in some type of way for who and what they are. And they're all fighting each other. Like there's an argument there. They thought that they were, what is it, infallible? Untouchable? On a pedestal? It's kind of funny because every time I've never said this, but every time I look at this card, waterproof, it always makes me think of that, like untouchable, right? Like you think you're so fucking untouchable. Like nothing can touch you. Little Miss Perfect, little Mr. Perfect. You can't do any wrong. You're the angel, right? You're the saint. Every time I look at this card, I get that. That's what I usually get when I look at this card. 99.9% of the time, that's what I get. Untouchable. But every time I look at it and I think untouchable, I also look at it and to me, it looks like someone's sweating. Like this crow looks like they're sweating. Like somebody is sweating because I've never said this before. Someone looks like they're sweating because they're realizing that they're exposed. And whatever they've done, whatever they've been a part of is exposed. They're sweating a lot. The mimicry card. So this group, okay, this family, friend group, community, they portrayed themselves to be something and they're really something else with the mimicry card. See how like the dog is watching the crow, and the crow is like yapping? It's like the crow is trying to make the dog believe that they're a dog, when in reality they're a crow. It's a mimic. That's what these people didn't want exposed. They're doing something dysfunctional, low vibrational, karmic, um, illegal, maybe. I don't know. They're doing something and didn't think they'd get caught, didn't think anybody would notice, didn't think anybody would see. Someone saw something. Someone said something. I just heard someone has receipts. So there might be like some type of communication, a paper trail, something to prove that this group, this community, this family, they did. I just heard something unholy. I'm hearing the song by Martika, Toy Soldiers. Step by step, heart to heart, something, something. They all fall down like toy soldiers. It's funny though when, and I don't know, but when I heard that and they all fall down like toy soldiers, I saw dominoes. So maybe somebody likes dominoes. Someone uses dominoes, or dominoes. I just heard like a breadcrumb trail. Dominoes like a breadcrumb trail. Because when you hit that first domino, they all fall, right? When you set a breadcrumb trail, somebody will follow it and they'll figure out. Okay, if if okay, so if this is you in this story and you left a situation, you left like a community, a friend group, a family, whatever you want to call it. If you did not leave a trail of breadcrumbs for someone to figure out what was going on, somebody else did. And when they walked, so if it's either you or it's someone else in this community, this friend group, this family group, either when you walked away or someone else walked away, they pushed that first domino. Things take a while. Things take a while to transpire. Things take a while to come full circle. You're talking weeks, months, years. Like those little dominoes could have been falling for years. I just heard from city to city. Someone has skeletons in their closet. I have, if you guys have ever watched, I've done 2 videos where I showed my office space, which is actually my guest room, but it's my office space. Um, I have artwork from a local artist, and she painted skulls from like animals, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have a moon picture that's a skull that she painted. They whatever they were trying to hide, They have skeletons in their closet. That's what's getting exposed. I just heard Under the Pale Light of the Moon, the song from um It's a Wonderful Life. I've heard that before in readings. It's because I know the reason why I hear it all the time. It's because, and I've said this before to you guys, it's, or did I say it on TikTok? Maybe I said it on TikTok. It's because morons will do hoodoo, voodoo, witch magic under the light of the moon, thinking that they're doing it in the dark, not really realizing that the moon is lit. The moon is always lit. The moon is of the light, just as the sun is of the light. It's like a second sun that is at night. It is of the light. You can't do some hoodoo, voodoo, bitch magic under the light of the moon and think that it's not exposed. It is always exposed. Some witches out there be so stupid. And this is why I say, don't use the moon for evil, because it's not going to work out for you. So whoever this group was, they were trying to portray themselves to be something that they were not, and they're hiding something. Skeletons. They have skeletons in the closet. State to state. So, like, if these are people that have moved recently, or these are people that tend to move a lot, like anyway, like every 5 years, they're moving from one town to another or one state to another, and then back and then back and then back. It very much gives off the icking vibes, the icking vibes. I don't know how to say it without saying it. Crossing the border with precious cargo that you should not be stealing, if you know what I mean. Okay, that one was a little bit better. It definitely gives off that kind of vibe. Or it's just, yeah. It could also too be like the Trail of Tears. Like this is a group that, like, they move around every so often because, like, they sabotage themselves. Like they make themselves out to be something that they're not. They use and abuse people. Probably. Definitely use people, I'm assuming. They run out of, supply, people to use, and they have to move back and forth, back and forth. Like, how long can you go in one town, one city, before, you run out of people that'll believe your bullshit? Especially if you come from, like, small town, like here it's the Midwest. Yeah, we have Chicago, which has, like, what, 3 or 4 million people living in it, but, or maybe less, maybe more, I don't know. um but like out here, like where I'm at, I think like, and I don't know exact numbers, but maybe like 40, 60,000 people. And my town is technically like 3 or 4 kind of like little sub towns together. So it probably wouldn't even technically be that, you know? I think the town I grew up in, Mundelein, it's not too far from here. They have to have like, 60,000 people there, if not more. Because Mundelein has grown since I was a kid so much. That's where I grew up. But yeah, it's like running out of people to believe your bullshit. And again, if you're abusive in some type of way, I mean, I'm not getting anything specific, not really. But if you are, or if you take money from people or scam people, like you probably would have to pick up and move at some point. You're going to get found out. Yeah, it definitely gives off some kind of, and they're fighting. They're sweating. They're sweating and they're fighting because they know they're exposed. And where are they going to go? Like if someone knows, if someone's saying something, if someone left some kind of trail, some kind of breadcrumb trail for them to be found out, evidence or something. Hmm. And again, this could be technically, like if you're not the person that's exposing this group, this could be like the other side of the story from yesterday, where the person that wants to leave the group and go towards the past person, but they don't really know that they want to leave that group in the past. Like they want to try and take them with them as they go towards the person they want to be with. It gives off the energy of like, again, if it's not you, this person is coming towards you, but they're the ones that kicked over that first domino to leave the breadcrumb trail. This person's going to come fight for you, for the commitment with you, knowing that you might not take them, because in the other reading, the person might not take them because of their past, their shared past. But they don't care. They got to move forward. And they're kicking over that domino, and it's going to leave a trail. It's going to expose this group. That's why they're sweating. That's why they're fighting, because they know they're going to be exposed. Because this person is going to kick over that domino. Kicking over the domino is coming towards you or someone else. If it's not you, it's someone else. They're going towards that person with information about the group. The truth. Some kind of truth. Because that was in the read yesterday too. Wasn't it? Let's see if I can kind of remember without... Communication, displacement. We have displacement. Upheaval. Fear. I remember they had fear. Going towards the other person. Because of the memory of the shared interest. The abundance. They had abundance. They were going towards the person with abundance. Wasn't curiosity one of the cards from yesterday? At night, under the moon. Skeletons in the closet at night, under the moon. Yeah, they were going towards, they wanted to go towards that person with a commitment. But they were worried about going towards that person for commitment. They were going to fight for that commitment with that person. But when they walk out the door and they leave this friend group, they're metaphorically, theoretically, they're kicking over a domino because they're going to go towards that person with some type of information about this group. Like whatever they were involved in, they have to take that chance. Okay, this is really weird. And I could probably show you, like hold up the camera and show you a picture, but and this is probably why I've been looking at the trees the whole time. The way the trees are placed and all the limbs on the trees, it looks, don't laugh at me, it looks like a nude woman with breasts and like a little skirt on at the bottom. Something about sex. They're hiding something about sex. Sex magic? Some kind of sex magic? Because who cares if you're like a new dancer or something? Nobody cares if you're a pole dancer. I think I told you guys, I told somebody else. I literally just had a friend that, I told my friend at work, but I literally had a friend, an old friend that I used to work with, who did a pole dancing class with another friend last week. Because she made a comment about it on her Facebook about being out of shape. But nobody cares about if you're an exotic dancer or a stripper, if you will. Nobody cares. Hell, at the age of 44, how many people have seen me naked? Like, who cares if there's someone out there making money, surviving? That wouldn't matter. But sex magic is a different thing. Okay, so hear me out. Because, again, not really getting feminine or masculine energy, but there is a possibility that whoever this community is, this friend group, this family, it would be made up of men and women, okay? And let's just say, theoretically, that the women are doing some type of sex magic to keep the men there. Like, they're not their men, they're just men. $49 for this reading. It's going to take forever to load, you guys. It's probably going to be loading when I go to bed tonight. Hear me out on this. If this was a woman and this was a man, if this is a man going towards a woman who already left this family, this friend group, this community, to say, hey, I think I was being held there by some kind of magic or some kind of spell because I didn't really want to be there. I didn't really belong there, but I stayed there and I felt like I couldn't leave. And what if they find out, he finds out, or I guess it could be a woman, but they find out that this woman that they go towards, the one that they want to battle for a commitment with, and yes, I'm using hetero norms, they find out that in some type of last ditch effort to try and keep that female in that group, they tried to use some type of sex magic on her. And that's why the illusion was broken, because it was like, wait a minute, like, why are you trying to do sex magic on me? Like, you're my friends, you're my family, right? Like, because you don't fuck your family. Someone has receipts. Someone knows. This person going towards that past person that left, they know. They have something, a text message, a picture. There's something incriminating, and they're going to go towards this person with this information. The thing is it's really just going to bring closure, because like I said, this person wants some type of commitment with that past person. But like I said yesterday, they need to just leave and take that chance. They just need to leave and take that chance. The chance is, and you guys know I don't really believe in chances, but I'm using that word because it's the only word I have. They're going to kick over that domino. The domino is they're going to take this information to this past person to give them a truth, to give them closure, in the hopes that that person will look at them in a new light, in the hopes that that person will take them back into their life and will eventually accept them as like a significant other or their person or their lover or their husband or their wife or whatever. I don't think I've ever worked so hard for a reading in my life. Yeah, they're fake. Whoever's in this group, this family, this community, like they come off being like, "Oh, we're so sweet and nice and giving and caring and da 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 da." Meanwhile, here they are trying to scam people, trying to use men and women, probably for monetary gain, would be my guess. Because if you can use sex magic and you can blackmail someone, you can make money off of it. You always have something to hold over someone's head. Always. I keep looking at the picture of, and I did not bring my phone in here, but I brought my iPad and I'm going to take a picture. Okay, not photos. I want to take a picture. It's not going to work because all you see is screen. It's like there. Yeah, you're not going to see it. I'll try and come back with my phone. I'll go grab my phone after the reading and see if I can't take a picture of it, and then I can circle it and show you like how I see what I see. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. I'm gonna leave it there. I think that solves that. 2 days worth of crow readings. I don't know why it felt like the light went off. It felt like it got dark in here for a second. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope you had something to drink and eat while you were listening to me jibber jabber about Trump for 10 minutes. And then this for 45 minutes. I hope everybody had a great Sunday. I'll talk to you later. Bye.